What's up guys, Nick here, and today I'm out here. I want to talk about why you should always be backing up your projects. Whatever you're working on, whether it be YouTube videos, client work. Right now I'm actually speed walking to try to beat the sunset so that way I can get the nice golden hour light for some cool B-roll. So let's get into it. And joining me today I have Willis out here, of course, because no one else does that. So we're going up to the spot where I filmed another video talking about the color science.
That I was also in.
I swear to God, you're in every video. So when it comes to backing up your videos, it's obviously common knowledge you'll have some sort of external hard drive. The actual inspiration for this video is I had a backup plus drive 1 terabyte from Seagate that's built for Mac. When I was transferring files over, one specific file was corrupted. It actually made my hard drive kind of get stuck in this writing, and it won't show up at all, so it's basically been deemed as a dead drive. But that just goes to show you should always have multiple backups of your videos. So basically, I lost the last year and a half of all of my YouTube videos. And they do make for more professional setups and stuff like that. They make whole server arrays. They can hold like 60 drives. They're in a very controlled environment, so they are very unlikely to fail. And most of the time they don't fail. And if they do, they have specific drives and they're dedicated to rebuilding any corrupted files that might have caused a failure. And it's designed so if one drive does fail, it'll be detected. You can just switch it out for a different drive, but those setups, they're tens and thousands of dollars. Some of them even hundreds of thousands, depending how big and what type of drives they use. So the reason you would want to store all your old projects and stuff like that is so you have a future reference for if you ever need to use it again. Especially with these YouTube videos. I mean, there has been plenty of times that I need old B-roll of certain things and I have it all stored on my hard drive so I can just access it really quickly, put it in my editing software and use it as I intend to, because it's the raw footage. I can color grade it differently. I can change the speed of it if it was shot in different frame rates. Now for more professional work can kind of come in handy, because in the long run it could save a little bit of money. It's because if you have something like a memory card failure, this will save your life, because if you lost that data and you happen to have a clip similar to it that you might be able to use, well, using that clip is much better than just delivering nothing. And sometimes that old clip will fit in just enough where in your editing software you can tweak it so that way it ties in with the story overall. Now keep in mind, it's not uncommon for hard drives to fail. Many creators recommend multiple backups. Now it's a very common point that keeping multiple hard drives will get heavy, it'll be cumbersome. But for someone who's traveling, all these slim hard drives that are out there now, I mean, they're lightweight, so 2 or 3 of them in your camera bag will not be a huge burden. But portable hard drives are more likely to fail because they're being moved around. You know, they're thrown in the backpacks, taken out. I mean, maybe sometimes dropped. I mean, I hope not, but stuff happens. Another thing that people will do is they'll bring SSD storage. Now SSDs are much more reliable because it's pure electronics, there's no moving parts. It's not a physical spinning drive like a mechanical drive. So moving on the go with it, you know, throwing it in your backpack and stuff, it'll be a lot less damaging to an SSD. But keep in mind, SSD storage is a lot more expensive compared to mechanical hard drives. I mean, SSDs are relatively new, but mechanical hard drives have been around forever. But if you are someone who travels a lot and you have to have a reliable storage, then definitely look into getting an SSD if you can afford it. But what about those people out there who aren't always on the move and have a desk set up where they need something that just sits at their desk that has a massive amount of storage in it? Well, as I said, I have that 8 terabyte Seagate drive that just sits back there. I mean, it's not really big, but it's also not something that you will travel around with. I mean, it's meant for sitting at a desk. And if you need like even more storage, they make like whole tower sets. You know, if you need a RAID system, I mean, that's going to be really, really fast, but it's also going to be a lot more expensive. And they do make normal ones that aren't a RAID system. I mean, it's just trays of hard drives in there that can accommodate for massive amounts of storage, and they're not going to be as expensive as opposed to them server systems, because it's meant for a home office setup and it's not going to break the bank if you look into investing in one. Then since they are designed to be at a desk and they do have a massive amount of storage, well, they're going to be a lot bigger and a lot heavier, but that's just the price you have to pay for getting that massive amount of storage. But that's it for me, guys. Comment down below if any of you guys have had any of these experiences of a hard drive failing or something like that. But I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.